What if there were a book not made of paper or ink, not kept in a library or a temple, but written in the consciousness of the universe itself? A book that contains the names of all those who have awakened, all those who have remembered their origin, all those who have recognized the hidden truth of existence. The ancient Gnostic text, known as the Gospel of Truth, describes such a thing. It is called the Book of the Living, and it is far more than a metaphor. It is a profound symbol of memory, recognition, and eternal connection to the source of all life, the Father. According to the Gospel of Truth, the Book of the Living isn't like any book we can hold in our hands. It's a living record inscribed in awareness itself. It contains the names of every soul who has awakened to the truth. These are the people who have remembered their divine origin, who have transcended the fog of forgetfulness that defines so much of human life. They have recognized the Father, the Word, and the hidden reality that lies just behind the visible world. The text emphasizes that this book is eternal. It cannot be erased. It cannot be destroyed. Even death, the great eraser of human history, cannot remove a name from the Book of the Living, because this book isn't about physical life. It's about spiritual identity. It's a record kept by the universe for the universe. It's a testament to those who have found their way back to the source. To understand this, we have to grasp the power of names. In ancient cultures, a name was never just a label. It represented the core of a person's identity, their very essence. To know someone's name was to understand who they were on the deepest level. The Gospel of Truth takes this principle and applies it spiritually. To have your name written in the Book of the Living is to remember your true divine identity. It's an affirmation that your soul belongs to the Source, that you are part of something eternal. The forgotten name, the forgotten self, is restored through the process of spiritual awakening. The moment you recognize your divine origin, you reclaim your true name. Your identity and your connection to the Father become one and the same. It's a profound moment of self-recognition that ripples throughout the cosmos. The Gospel of Truth makes it clear that this awakening is a gradual process. It isn't a single flash of lightning, but a slow dawn. It begins with recognition. First, you must recognize your own ignorance for what it is, a state of forgetfulness, not a permanent reality. Then you must recognize the Word, the divine message, when it enters the world to guide you. And finally, you recognize the presence of the Father, the Source, within your own consciousness. Each of these acts of recognition is like writing a new name, or more accurately, restoring your original name in the Book of the Living. This means awakening is not just a personal journey. It is participatory. By remembering, you are actively contributing to a cosmic record of life, truth, and recognition. The Book of the Living is the universe acknowledging those who remember it. It's a living dialogue between the individual soul and the cosmic whole. In our earlier discussions, we explored the mission of Jesus and the profound symbolism of the cross as a moment of revelation. The Book of the Living is deeply connected to this revelation. The Gospel of Truth teaches that those who respond to the Word, those who awaken through its teachings, are the ones whose names are inscribed in this living record. Think of it this way. The cross revealed the nature of error and illusion. The Word revealed the nature of truth. The Book of the Living, then, is the cosmic ledger that records every soul who recognizes that truth and chooses it over illusion. It is the ultimate testimony to awakening. It serves as a permanent reminder to the universe and to humanity itself that knowledge of the source can never be lost forever. It can be forgotten, but it can always be remembered. This leads to a truly stunning idea presented in the Gospel of Truth. Memory is not just personal, it is cosmic. Every single act of recognition, every soul that awakens, strengthens the connection between humanity and the divine source. By remembering, individuals are not just saving themselves. They are participating in the restoration of fullness, the Pleroma, the divine completeness that was lost through forgetfulness. The Book of the Living is the cosmic memory bank, the grand ledger of this remembrance. It exists not on a shelf, but in the very ether of awareness, a realm beyond space and time. It testifies to the incredible reality that awakening is not just an isolated event for one person. It is a universal process available to all who genuinely seek the truth. Every awakening is a victory for the cosmos. And what happens to these names? The text suggests that the names written in the Book of the Living are eternal. Even when the physical body dies, even when human institutions crumble and memories fade, the awakened soul remains recognized by the universe. Its identity is secure. This is the ultimate victory over the forces of error and forgetfulness. Recognition is permanent. Awakening cannot be erased. In a world that often feels chaotic, temporary, and incomplete, the Book of the Living offers a profound sense of stability. It reminds us that truth is eternal, even if human history is a flickering story of confusion. Your true self, once recognized, is forever known by the source of all being. So how does one enter this book? How is a name inscribed? The Gospel of Truth is very clear on this. No one is automatically inscribed. It isn't a matter of birthright or belonging to a certain group. Awakening requires conscious, active participation. It requires a conscious recognition of truth when you encounter it. It requires a deep willingness to remember your true origin, to look beyond the material world. It demands an openness to the Word when it appears in your life, offering guidance. And it calls for participation in the great work of restoring fullness. This isn't about following dogma or performing rituals. It's about direct, personal experience. It's about the inner journey of the soul. The Book of the Living is therefore not just a static record. It is a dynamic map of awakening. Each name is a beacon, a marker of someone who has remembered, recognized, and returned to a conscious connection with the Source. The Gospel of Truth ends this section not with a declaration, but with an invitation. Humanity is not doomed to forget. The state of amnesia is not our final destiny. Memory can return. Names can be written, or rather remembered, in the Book of the Living. The universe itself waits for our recognition. Every act of awakening, every small moment of remembering who you truly are, strengthens this cosmic record. Each one of us has the potential to see beyond the illusion, to step out of the fog of forgetfulness. Each one of us can participate in this eternal story of recognition, remembrance, and the triumphant return to the Source. Ultimately, the Book of the Living is more than a beautiful metaphor. It's a symbol of hope, identity, and unbreakable connection. It's a powerful reminder that our existence is not accidental and that our inner journey has cosmic significance. Every act of awakening matters. Every moment of recognition helps restore fullness to the universe. In our next episode, we will explore a question that lies at the very heart of the Gospel of Truth. Are we living in a dream? The ancient text compares human life to an illusion and shows how the process of awakening can completely transform our perception of identity, reality, and life itself. Thank you for watching.